Today we're going to be going over the top 10 inside backers to use in college football 25. Now I say inside backers and not middle linebackers because there's right side and left outside linebackers in this game that are basically middle linebackers. Like you want to play them in the middle of the field. So it's basically outside linebackers and middle linebackers all into one top 10 video. What I look for personally in the inside backers, one, you want to definitely have some guy, a guy out there with some size. Pause, that sounded kind of crazy. Look for height, speed. Change of direction is a really big one. The difference between a guy with bad change of direction and good change of direction is a guy with bad change of direction, it's going to feel like you're driving a tow truck. A guy with great change of direction, it's going to feel like you're driving a Ferrari. We also look at, can they tackle, how are their coverage stats, man, zone, hit, power, tackling, all that stuff, block shit. It all goes into it. But some of the most important stuff, in my opinion, is height, speed, and change direction. Those are probably the three big ones. Let's get into the list though, man. Number 10, we're going to start off with Miles Hall from BYU. 6'1", 230. Not crazy tall, but he's got some weight behind him. 92 speed is still actually really good speed for a middle linebacker because they just will not bless us with crazy fast middle linebackers. If you guys didn't know, Danny Stutzman, remember the guy from season 3? He is still like literally one of the fastest linebackers in the game. Pretty crazy. But Miles Hall, he's got really good cover stats. 90 zone, 93 hit power, 94 block shed, 89 change of direction. I don't think we go anything under 88 change of direction in here, but he's got 89, which is still really good. And if you got that defensive strat card that for the coverage stats, you can get this guy up to at least 90 man. So really good card. I don't even think he's going to cost you 100,000 coins, so pretty good. Number 2, we got Quincy Bryant from Wake Forest. This is a very expensive card. I think he's like 500 some thousand. In my opinion, not at all is he worth the price. Now when I do these lists, I also don't factor these guys' prices into where I rank them, because I'll be honest, if I was, he wouldn't be on here. But technically, he is one of the better backers in the game. 92 speed, 95 excel, which I think is pretty overrated for a 96 overall. If we look at all of his other stats, 90 change direction, really good. I feel like you got to have at least 90 change direction after at middle linebacker, in my opinion. That's just what I think. His tackling is great, 96, 93 hit power, block shed 89, that's not horrible. 93 zone is really good, and he's got 85 man coverage. So really good card, but I don't think he's at all worth the price he's going for, not at all. Number 8, we got Joseph Carter from Liberty. Another really brand new card that came out. I think he's hovering around 150,000 coins right now, and I gotta say also, I don't think he's worth that price either. There's just a lot of linebackers out there right now that are a lot cheaper. I've just noticed they drop a lot of really good budget linebackers in this game. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's not to say this Joseph Carter card's not bad. He's 6 foot 235. I think he might be the smallest guy on the list height wise. 92 speed, 93 excel. He does have 93 change direction, which is really good. I will say that he's probably going to feel really, really good. 90 zone, 87 man, 92 hit power, 95 tackle. So he'll definitely be a really good player. And I mean, 150,000 coins isn't crazy. I just feel like for what you're getting from this guy, you can get this from other backers for way cheaper. Number 7, Sean Weatherspoon. So now we're starting to get into the 93 speed territory. We're taking the speed up a little bit. Now I know he does have 92 excel, so it doesn't match the speed, but I've used some guys this year with just like an excel a little bit lower than their speed, and they still feel really good. Weatherspoon is also 6 foot 2. I want to say tallest guy we had on the list so far, I could be wrong, 244. So the guy's a diesel out there. He does have 89 change direction, so sadly doesn't hit 90, but 89 is still really good. 96 tackle, 94 hit power, 90 zone, and 89 man. So he's really kind of similar to some other backers we've shown on here, just a little bit faster. And I mean, like I said, 6'2", 244. The guy's pretty big. Number 6, Fred Warner, another guy from BYU. BYU might be the linebacker university, man. 6'3", 229, so he is the tallest linebacker we saw got on this list, and he's the fastest. 93 speed with 94 excel. This card is also really cheap. I don't think I talked about Weatherspoon's price last for the last one, but he's like 200 some thousand. Another guy that, in my opinion, I do think is not worth his price. Now, Fred Warner, I would say this is definitely a guy that's 100% worth his price. He's not going to cost you a whole lot. One of the faster backers in the game. 88 change direction, doesn't hit that 90, but it's still not horrible. 91 hit power, 95 tackle, 90 zone. You can get him up to 85 man, which is a solid threshold. I think this card is really, really good. I never used him just because I don't like Fred Warner, but this is definitely a good card. Number 5, Nabni Obiezer. I think that's how you say his name. There could be some bias in this one because I used this card from the day he came out to literally just yesterday. I actually got rid of him finally. This is a really good card, though. He has really similar height and weight to Fred Warner, 6'3", 220. They have the same speed, but Fred Warner gets him in his excel, so he's going to feel a little bit faster there. But where Nami's got him beat, he's got him beating that change of direction, man. 92 change of direction. I can vouch this guy does feel like butter out there. Really, really good card. I loved him a whole lot. This guy's not even going to cost you 50,000. He's under 50,000 coins. Good tackle, good hit power. Coverage stats aren't horrible. He probably has some of the lower coverage stats on here so far, but he's got some of the best change of direction we've showed on here and really, really good speed. Great card. Number 4, we have Micah Parsons. So Micah Parsons could easily make top 10. He could make a top 10 edge rusher list, and this guy can make a top 10 inside linebacker list. That is just how good this Micah Parsons card is. Another guy I will refuse to use because I'm not using Micah Parsons. Don't like Penn State, and I don't like the Cowboys, but I can give credit to where credit's due. This card is disgusting. 6'3", 241, 93 speed. Now he's kind of similar to how we just talked about with Namni, where his excel doesn't really match the speed, but the guy's got the 90 change of direction, and he's surprisingly pretty good in coverage. 85 zone and 81 man. That actually works pretty well for an inside backer. The tackling, hip power stats are all there, and he's honestly going to be a really good blitzer because if you blitz the guy, he can actually get off the block and make a play. So Parsons can pretty much do anything on the field. Number 3, we got one of the newest linebackers that just recently came out, Brock Horner. This is actually who I just recently picked up myself. This guy's a straight up demon, and I can vouch he can animate, and he can do some pretty nasty stuff. 6'1", 235. He's not the tallest guy, but he's got the 93 speed, 91 excel, 90 change of direction, and he's one of the best coverage guys in the game. 91 man, 92 zone. He can tackle, he can hit power. The only thing is he doesn't have very good block shit, but I haven't had a problem with it so far. And another guy that is very, very cheap. Great card. Number 2, Carson Schweringer. This is easily the second best linebacker in the game, not even a question. 6'2", 225. One of the fastest. I think he's the second fastest backer in the game. I could be wrong, but he's got 90 change of direction, which, you know, we love to see that. Coverage stats, really, really good. 95 man, not 95 zone. Man is a little bit low, but great tackle stats, 95 tackle, 90 hit power. He's even got a really good block shed. He's not too much either. He's about 120,000. So like I kind of said earlier in the video, like there's a lot of linebackers that are way cheaper that are just way better than these linebackers that cost a lot more. And number 1 goes to Cody Simon, and this is unanimous. Fastest linebacker in the game. 6'2", 91 change of direction. Coverage stats are pretty solid. 85 man, 86 zone, like all that works. 98 hit power, 97 tackle. He can block shed. He's the best backer in the game, inside backer in the game, and it ain't even close. Let me know what you guys think about this list, though. Like I said, this is all inside linebackers, so we don't take into factor, you know, edge rushing outside linebackers. We could do a separate list with that. That's something totally different. I think we did a pretty good list, you guys. Like I said, let me know down in the comments if there's anybody on here that you agree with. Drop a like. If there's someone you disagree with, let's start a dialogue in the comments. That's pretty much all I got for this one, though, boys. If you enjoyed the video, man, drop a like. If you're not subbed to the channel, man, sub to the channel. Lots of more college football 25 content on the way. But till next time, man, I'll see y'all in the next one.